On the fourth lap of qualifying, unfortunately a rocker broke and we've lost oil pressure, and so the boys at the moment are just changing all the rockers, and hopefully it's going to be okay.
Could you have gone faster then?
Yes, I think so.
You're up against a tough man though in pole position.
Yeah, they say he's quite good. Yeah, he's I don't know, we'll have to see what's going to happen. I mean, he hasn't got as much experience obviously as the rest of us have of driving TVRs, and that's completely different from driving a front wheel drive Group A car, so we'll have to see what happens in the race.
Well, away from the pressures of the VTCC, what do you do on your weekends off?
Go racing, but racing for fun this time. TVR's fantastic cars to drive. I've raced them a couple of years ago and thoroughly enjoyed it then. And when HRO opened a new dealership in London, they asked me if I'd do a few races for them, and I was only too pleased, and I must say I'm thoroughly enjoying it. We don't know a lot about this car really, because we only picked it up on Thursday, and I managed to boil the brakes in practice, so we're sort of putting some ducting on, but we really don't know. I had to ask one of the other mechanics what the rev limit was on the engine in the assembly area, but yeah, it would be nice obviously to do well, and thoroughly enjoying it. 2 wins in 2 days. That would be a very nice way to spend your Easter, wouldn't it? I haven't had any Easter eggs yet, so I suppose the wins will make up for it.
Steve Parrish, the notorious motorcycle racer and truck racer, Steve Parrish, number 62 in his 00 points for 4, 2, 1, 69 and 60 on the third row. The fourth row, number 6.
Not quite close enough to do anything on this particular corner, about 2 lengths behind.
Could be Graham Nash, the next one up ahead of the MD of TVR cars and race in 10th place, Peter Wheeler.
Special tyres.
Well, we haven't got anybody else on the podium apart from the winner on the top. They are Steve, you worked for it, so we've got nobody to present him with anything. You give it to me. No, you give it to him, Neville. Come on. Neville, hey. You give it to me, Neville. No, there you are. Something you want to do is kiss Steve Cole, isn't it?
No chance.
Now you want the job. No chance. Cheers. Now shall I talk to him? No, come down to ground level.
and he's qualified by Steve Johnson, the captain of our left.
Mark must be pleased with practice.
Yep, it's always the best place to start from, and they're just such wonderful fun. I've never had so much fun in a racing car.
And there's a big field of them too.
Yeah, well, I think people are wising up to the fact that you can't go as fast in the same way as you can in a TVR anywhere else. They've always got more power than road holding, and they're immensely fast down the straight. Braking distances are long, and I think Tim Harvey was telling me earlier that he drives a front-wheel drive car for a living, but he races a TVR for fun.
Mark Hales looks good. Colin, last year's champion, he's not got his act together yet. Steve's going very quickly, and of course if Tim Harvey does them all, we're all in trouble, I think.
We're suffering from a bit of lack of testing here. We are supposed to be testing last week, but couldn't make it down here, so I'm one of the few who hasn't yet been round here in anger. But yes, it's a nice circuit. I like the place. I feel very happy with the car. Yeah, we should win.
Twice too fast, and it's Mark Hales in front side. He gets past under braking, gets clean overtaken to Mark Hales.
Second damage point of the day comes that way round that fourth lap. Hales beats Tuscan in second place. starting to see bridge lined up at your 25 on the top right. Number 12, John Ravenstrong, and the other extra car in this programme is number 35, Nick Harrison. John Barton having got restarted in there. We've got a front OP2 from the first match. We can only assume that John Kent's going to win the race on action.
It was a good race. There was one of the cars in front was perhaps a little wide, but he did whatever he had to do. If he does it again, I'll push him off.
Today. He knows Mondello. He's raced Mitsubishi Starions here. Down. Here they come. Great stuff. Look at the grunt of these things. Listen to the sound. Going nicely, Barry, then number 12, and that is come